I believe that, as I said before, the biggest in this kind of games is true that the emotions are very high, but it's you spend the whole week, trying to lower down the pressure, which is the opposite of the other games where you need to encourage the players, when you need to show them how important is going to be the game. But this kind of game, you need to have a good balance, because when you are too excited, or the pressure is too much on you, you get scared, and the execution, the idea of the game plan is not as clear as it should be in everyone's minds, and that's very important to keep our emotions out of the game, to be able to execute the game plan clearly.
Yeah, I think it's a really interesting question. I always say that in this kind of game, of course, there are emotions, but the emotions should not kill the challenge, the stake of the game. Of course, we are going to prepare mentally the players about how we want to achieve the game plan, how we want to play that game. But it's very important that mentally, the players feel secure to deliver their qualities and to show their qualities on the pitch. The worst is when you play the game before. If you play the game before in front of 90,000 people, I mean, it can be not good, So play it the day of the game, enjoy the game, because I think it's one of the biggest event in Africa. If I take the games of Al Ahly, Zamalek, WAC, Raja Casablanca in Algeria as well. I take in DRC as well with Vita Club and TCMP. It's one of the biggest. So what I want to say to my players, it's enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Give the best. Don't be too emotional, because sometimes when you are too much emotional, you miss something.
All right, thank you so much, Garaba, for that question. We've got a question here.
Uh,
There's, yeah.
yeah, coach, both coaches, Benjamin Yirenda and Swatin Daily News. Supporters were calling for Mahopa in the last two games where he didn't play. Just his update on his injury, and the same side to Coach Kaze. Inacio Miguel has missed some few games. Tetwa has missed some few games. Igodalo as well. Just both sides injury update. Which players do we expect in such a big game?
Okay. Coach Kaze, I think we can start with you as the home team coach.
Thank you very much. And on the injury side, it's true that Miguel has missed a few games following his injury in the Carling Cup game against Stellenbosch. He's had two light session trainings with the group. He will be assessed today to see if he's able to feature. Oaks has been training with the team for the last 5 sessions. He's not 100% fit. He can help, but not 100% fit. I would say Igodaro, he's definitely out. He hasn't joined the group yet. Taposele is back from his injury, and he can help, as well as Bradley Close. George Matu is out too.
All right, thank you so much, Coach. Coach, on your end, your injury updates?
Yeah, about Mahopa, he's been out for nearly 3 weeks, but I'm very happy, and the group is very happy to welcome him back. He's back to the training, and he's feeling very well. So it's one more player to add in our group, and the other one, Mbata as well. I'm very happy that he's joined the group, because There is a lot of question around him, but he was injured as well, and I'm happy to have him as in the group.
So just those two on your end?
Yeah.
No one else? Okay, cool. Let's take a question, Veza.
Yes, coaches. Very here from SABC Sport. I was just looking yesterday, one of the reputable platforms in ranking leagues around the world, I think you're familiar with it, the IAAFHS has the Premier Soccer League at number 45, number 3 on the continent, and I think just 2-3 spots away is the MLS in the US. And as two well-traveled coaches around the world, how important is to have strong African leagues like this? I'm sure the spotlight, this is a premium fixture on the calendar, of course, but how important is to replicate some of these, especially in the sub-Saharan Africa, to grow African football and not just always exporting to other markets.
Thank you. As my colleague said before, it's the Premier Soccer League is when you get here, you see, for example, the setup for today about the derby. It's not just even that because that's a big game, but when you see the fields that where we are playing against every PSL game against Magesi, against Richards Bay, against Mamelodi Sundowns. It's such a very good infrastructures, very nice locker rooms, very nice organization into going into those games. Everything is designed for the players, the coaches, the clubs to perform well. Then our duty as a coaches, as a clubs, for this kind of exceptional setup of for derbies is to deliver an entertainment that is equally to the organization, because I'm coming from where I live in Canada. People, they're gonna watch. They are watching. Imagine North American countries watching the South African derby, and they see. I got a lot of calls. They never expected to see such an atmosphere in stadium, such infrastructures for the PSL, which means that the PSL, all the stakeholders have been doing tremendously well, because I have been in some MLS games and I can tell you that there is no difference between that and the PSL. And as I said, the least we can do is to put our clubs, to put our players up to the task for the entertainment tomorrow.
It's really interesting question. You know, when I see the quality of the organization, and I can tell you that regarding some European countries, when I see how the stakeholders are taking seriously that event, I've been playing a derby, Fulham against Chelsea. I played Olympiacos, Panathinaikos. You understand that they take it seriously, and there is no difference about what I'm seeing in Europe and here. And like I said before previously, thanks to all these stakeholders. And what I want to mention is, you know, when you want to create an event, when you want to create an ecosystem of such event, the most important is the values around this event. And when you guys, I see the quality of the question, the quality of the people in front of us, it means that you have prepared your subject. When I see the general, when I see the stadium manager here, they are in point, they know exactly what to do, they know exactly their job. It pushes us as the coaches, as the players, to do our job as well, because these people, they they did their homework. The media did their homework. And it's really what we're expecting in Africa. It's what they are doing in Europe, and there is not a difference. So if some other countries in our continent can really take this example in the next few years, we can really see a fantastic image of football in our continent. Because I always said that the competences are in our continent, but sometimes I don't know why we are going elsewhere. But we have such fantastic people who are able to deliver a very big project.
Thank you. Yes. If I can just ask us to keep our questions very short, straight to the point, so we can get those nice and quick, succinct responses.
Good afternoon, coaches. Kamkhele Mukhale from VALFM. Question to both coaches. Coaches, you have a complement of young players in your squad. How do you ensure that young players remain level-headed into this big, much anticipated game? I mean, you have a situation where Relay will be roared. You have a situation where Vilagaz will be roared in terms of their performance. How do you ensure that they don't become complacent, but play the game plan and live up to expectations in terms of their performance? Well, thank you very much. It's that's where the coaching homework comes handy with the young players, because sometimes in some cases they kind of want to play for themselves to look better, and sometimes forgetting about to work really for the team. And it's those kind of games that they need to know that the performance, his performance are gonna be good and very good if the performance of the team is good. If the performance of the team is not good, then the individual is not gonna have a very good performance. And as well, I believe that we have some youngsters that have proven their value, have proven that they are up to the task, and already, for example, in my case, they have played one or two derbies already. Fundo, Shaba, Duba, they have already played one or two derbies, which means that I would say that they are getting experienced in the derbies.
Yeah, it's again interesting question. The football is a sum of individualities. And I always say to my players that we have all here individual projects, players, coaches, but to succeed such a big game, it's important to put the individual project at the service of the collective project. Your individualities, your qualities has to be definitely for the badge of Pirate. If somebody like my colleague just said, if you want to shine alone, it will be very difficult to shine alone against 11 players of Kaze Chief and the fans of Kaze Chief. For us, Pirate, it will be very important to work as a unit, to put all these qualities for the collective, and of course with our fans, with the strength of our fans, and we can be very strong if everybody is thinking for the badge. This is very important.
All right, Sabina, can you just pick someone at the back for us? Thanks, Kumar.
Good afternoon, coaches. My name is Nick Lele. I'm from Echo Chosen. Tell us what we don't know. In terms of playing, you're playing a special game in front of a packed crowd. Now, I want to find out from you, when you approach such games, do you have a special playing technique, or it's business as usual? And furthermore, the second question is...
Just one question. I'm
okay.
So sorry. We're
Okay,
going to run out of time. special plan for a derby, or is it just business as usual in terms of planning?
You try as much as you can to make it as usual, as business as usual. But from the first day of the week, you will not see that it's not gonna be that. With all the in our case, the village is busy. It's busy. You see people walking around and busy preparing for the game. And then after 2 days, you understand that it's not gonna be a business as usual. Which means that I'm gonna come back to what I said before. It's even the players, they feel that the atmosphere is gonna be different. They know that the stadium is gonna be packed. 90,000 people, and as well they have families, they have relatives that will tell them that it's a big game. This one says this, and that's where emotions goes high, and you try as to make them understand that if we want to perform at those kind of games, we need to have our minds clear. We need to have our intentions clear. We need not to have to be too emotional on the field. It's a very interesting balance that you have to do in the week of the derby and leading to that game.
Yeah, from my side, I think on one hand it's usual because we are preparing the games like usual, studying the weaknesses, the strength of the opponent by video analysis, by data, a lot of things that can give us some information about the opponent, even we know. But in the other hand as well, it's unusual because if a derby, it's a little bit spicy. So you have to deal with the emotion as well, yeah, and to make happy your friend. So yeah, it's usual, unusual in terms of sport.
All right, we'll take two last questions. So you've got the mic, yes? Sabina, if you can just find us our last person for the last question, maybe on that side of the room. Thank you.
Siatuni Samadi, Gofifi Sports, your coaches. To both coaches, just a follow up on Brani's question. From an observation point of view, how are the players? Do you sense that they wanted more? Do they give more a training, or I don't know? But just from an observation point of view, body language, what do you pick up from the players? To both coaches.
Ahead of the derby, do you feel the players are giving you a little bit more than they ordinarily would, or is it the same level of commitment?
We would love to see that the players have the same level of commitment, but I have to admit that it's different. It's different. They give you more. They give you more because everyone wants to play. Everyone wants to be part of that game, and it's a human being reaction. But it's 2 times a year. More than that sometimes, but it's that's where you have to low down the even training, tackles flying and people flying. Sometimes you have to temper down the excitement of the players leading to the derby, but. We have some experienced players that they act like as business as usual.
Yeah, about us, you can see really the differences at the beginning of the week. I can see really that everybody is ready to play. It will be very difficult to make the list, but my players really expect that event, and I can tell you that. This week, the beginning, especially the beginning of the week, was high intensity of training, of expectation. So, yeah.
All right, so best foot forward. Our final question. Yebo, Baba, you've got the mic.
Jabulangita from News 24. My question is for both coaches. A handful of coaches have won this game on debut. From what you've seen, why is that such a case, and what makes you guys believe that you can win this game on debut? And I know, Coach Kaizer, that you were there before, but this will be the first time that you guys are the head coaches.
Only a handful of coaches have won the Soweto Derby on debut. For you, Coach Kaze, he knows you've been with the team winning against Orlando Pirates. I think that would be referring to the Nedbank Cup final, but it's the first time that you are the head coach of the team. Why do you think it is that only a handful of coaches win the Derby on debut?
Maybe I will need to go research and find out why they don't win it for the first time. But it's the derby. As my colleague said, it's spicy, and every time you come into the derby and you want to do as much as you can. You want to win it for because you know that. Let me say it even. When sometimes we don't want to really say it, but you buy yourself a month of happiness with the fans and everyone, and that's how it is. It's football, and we just need to be honest. And I would say that I know that both teams and especially as Kaizer Chiefs, we're gonna do everything first to get. To have a very good performance on Saturday because it's the performance that's going to lead us to the positive results. We can't be looking at the positive results without putting first a good performance.
Right, Coach, on your end?
Well, for us, it's a special moment, for all the time for first debut. You are doing everything on your side to try to win it, and you know that it's how much is very important for the fans, how much is very important for the players, and it can really help you to settle and to give the players confidence, especially in our side as well, in our position. So it will be very, very, very important for us this derby. Yeah.